Hello, Michelle came back once again, so I tired of the video. Should Kimura move up to weight? Now, if you see my Rooted Chapter review, you'd be like, well, you already talked about this subject. I really get into in-depth into this whole subject of Kimura and his continuous weight problems at 130. And how pretty much, he can't do this no more, man. You see that, like, this man is literally like, we've never seen Miyata go through malnutrition. Miyata's not going bald at 126 at 40 weight. It's just not. Is it hard? Yeah. If it's causing his stamina? Yeah. But, you know, he can still make it. Kimura, he's literally dying it, making it to the match. He's killing himself. And which does bring it to a major conflict. The only reason why Kimura and Aoki is at two different weight classes is not because Kimura is somehow smaller than Aoki. It has always been that they did not want to fight each other. So that's why they split up into these two different weight classes. But if that's the case, and Kimura can no longer make that weight anymore, what happens now? This could be an interesting element that could be addressed or followed up on, because Kimura is literally killing himself. But let's just say, oh, you know, Kimura comes to Aoki, come up to the noodle shop to have one of those famous noodle shop conversations, maybe take a good old ride up to the bike, to the riverbank, and he's like, hey, you might have to move with the weight. Wait, what? Well, why? I can't make 130 no more. It's killing me. It literally is killing Kimura. It's just like the fight with Junpei, his most recent fight. This man is like, he can barely go a few rounds. He's dying. And the like, we've never seen, like, Aoki had commented on weight management before. This is not something where Aoki is just 100% omitted from it. But Aoki's cruising, living a good life. Got multiple noodle shops, got a girlfriend, got a stable life. Watching his brother getting taken care of by his good friend, he's living it up. Kimura, on the other hand, not so much. Not so much at all. Not so much at all. So you expect coming to Aoki as a friend that, hey, it'll be very important to me. I gotta go up in weight. I can't do this no more. I'm dying. The problem is, Shinobu's at 135. Now, I should have sworn that Aoki was at a welterweight. I'm going to have to look that up. I should have sworn he was. But, or even junior welterweight. I swear it was just like he was like at 135 or like 140. Because Mishima couldn't make 126. He had to move up. Then he fought Sawamura. That's when Aoki started to panic. And that's also when Shinobu fought Mishima. And he's not fighting for the life. So, maybe he went down the way. I don't know. Maybe the English dub was wrong. Go back and double check in the manga. But this will be an interesting thing to see explored or to be brought up, because like, I've always brought the contrast between Aoki and everybody else in the gym, where if you truly look at it, I've always brought this up, like to my friends and stuff, where just like Aoki's living a good life. His career's looking on the up and up. Got a girlfriend, got multiple noodle shop chains. He's living it up. Even got 2 sidekicks to help him out. He's popular around Japan as Brachio Man. He got multiple commercial deals. He's living it up. And not including the fact he was a childhood star with their own personal version of John and Kate plus 8. I was growing up with that show. That had a horrible ending. Horrible. But back to the main point. So it's just Aoki's been living up, getting living a good life. Now, sure, during his high school years, things got a little bit rough. All right, but cause you really look at it, think about it throughout the entire series. You truly look at it. Even though, like, you could see Aoki and Kimura as the same, they're not. They're not at all. Sure, they both wanted to retire multiple times. They both were the best of friends. They're similar, but the two are not the same. And I don't even believe that Aoki's more talented than Kimura. But who knows? Maybe he is. Maybe Aoki is just that good. Now, I'm not saying, well, it's going to create animosity and Aoki Kimura going to need to fight. It's going to turn into Naruto Sasuke Part 2. No, they're going to turn into Kamehamaru and Kiba Part 2, because somebody got to be the true rival. And it's going to have to be one between those two, because Kiba was real about that. But, I don't say it as that, but it is one of those things where their friendship would be tested with the whole thing. Because Aoki has really been putting in work. He's been really training. Even with going through hemorrhoids, he's been improving, adding new techniques to his game. He's been winning matches where Kimura still scraping by, still doing the best he can. And now where he was just doing all right, now he's giving it all in the ring, and he's dying, literally. I haven't seen weight management like that since Papa Pick getting beat like a pinata, regaining all that weight in a short period of time, and you still don't got any type of stamina left. It's just why? At least Miata can make it to like round 8, 7, and that's kind of pushing it. But Kimura can barely make it to round 3. Cause the whole thing is, I don't see Aoki moving from 135. I just don't. Everything's going well for him. He's living it up, and he don't have a reason to. But is he willing to give up the goal he made for himself and chasing Shinobu for Kimura, or where Kimura just gonna have to go up to 140? Hey, from that way, Aoki still accomplishes his dreams. Kimura get the no longer kill himself in the ring like he used to. It get back to the way it was when he was younger. Because as you do know, as you grow older, you put on more weight. But it's an effect where you become a jolly fat man. It's one of those things where it's like a steep slope, right? The older you get, the more work you got to put in to maintain. But in this case, people naturally put on more weight. The groans go bigger, muscles get bigger, and they naturally put on more weight, even though they could be lean, mean, and a fighting machine. Same thing with Miyato and its increasing height. Same thing with Joe Ibuki. But it's just, hey, it gets a lot harder, and your natural weight moves up. But even Kimura in this whole monologue when he was doing the Dragonfish Roll Barrage, he had that whole monologue where he said Aoki cheated. Similar to how both Aoki and Kimura had their world title matches, but Kimura was destroyed, and Aoki lost to a decision. And somebody said, well, the fight was still close. No, it wasn't. But the Dragonfish Flow against Mishima was never going to finish the job. He was done before Mishima was able to get his hands back on him. And that was a dual exchange. And Kimura still conquered out. Even Mishima says Kimura's greatest hit is a part of Mishima's highlight reel. And he was only good against him. So, and even when it refers to the Japanese title matches, it doesn't compare at all. Now, it doesn't imply, especially in the whole arm wrestling contest, that Aoki is naturally stronger, but that's more implied because he's putting them extra shit in the noodle shops. Not so. I don't know. I really don't know. I do believe it's one of those things where it has to come up because once again, Kimura in chapter 1432 is wearing the wig again. Like, is going bald every time you get a fight worth it, Kimura? Now, cool the fact that unlike Aoki, Kimura don't even know why he's even doing this anymore. Like, we never got that whole question of Kimura and what he's doing. We never got that resolved. Never. We just kind of just went away from it, and now it's just Sendo versus Ricardo and Mishima versus Rosario, and that was it. So it could be an interesting conflict of interest. Very interesting. I don't see Kimura ever leaving the gym. I don't see as it turned into, well, you know, they both hate each other and they can't stand to be next to each other. But it is one of those tough life decisions where, are you willing to move up for a friend and put your own opportunity, your own goal to opportunity behind you? Or would it just be, hey, we're friends and everything, but I can't do that. I just can't. After what Shinobu said to Tomiko and what happened that whole fight in Baron, I can't let him get away. So, it would be interesting to see Kimura going up to 140, but even if he goes up to 140, you got your own set of animals up there, and it's just and then, like, I don't even think that George's going to even dedicate the chapter showing Kimura get used to 140 or what could happen at 140. Even though it'd be a major time to see Kimura and the Great Takamura team up once again. You slowly making your way up to the peanut gallery, huh? Think you gonna make it the heavyweight before me, huh? Think you gonna make it the heavyweight, huh? Huh? Oh, you think you gotta make it the heavyweight before me? But it is a point. It is a question, and I don't think it's ever gonna be addressed. But it is something that is concerning, very concerning, about Kimura and his health, because it's obviously doing this is not good for him anymore. We seen it bad with Miyata, but sure, it was comical and it was funny with Kimura. But that's not good that it's still happening. I doubt Aoki and Kimura ever fight each other. But let's say Kimura moves up and Shinobu's like you want to fight Kimura. What happens then? Does Kimura turn it down? Does he give up on the opportunity for the Japanese lightweight title because of his friend? Does he do that? Make the ultimate sacrifice? Or does he? What if he takes the fight? What if he beats Shinobu? What happens then? I never see Aoki and Kimura ever hating each other. I just can't see it. They're more or less like brothers at this point. But there are gonna come those times in life and situations where it's just I could sacrifice an opportunity for a friend, or I could still take it and see what happens afterwards. And it's I don't know. I wouldn't blame Kimura if he did take it. I wouldn't blame him at all. But it'd be a messed up thing to do to take that opportunity away from Aoki like that. And he's good, yeah, that guy's alive. I like that feature. But it could be some interesting moments, some interesting, like that's another thing. It's just like while all this stuff is happening, George could easily flesh out other characters, focus on other things, but just choosing not to do it. I just think he's just coasting his career right now. It's not like he didn't put in a lot of work to do that, but instead, well, he's undeserving to just take it easy, just do what he wants. But it's like this stuff isn't good. It's just not. It makes me a little concerned for my own career in comic books. But I never want to lose that fire, that relentless desire, that passion, that infinite flame. Now, be 90 years old, still getting juiced up like an animal. I might not be able to burn as hot as I used to, but I'm still a firecracker nonetheless. I still got that power, still got the energy pumping through my veins. I'm still there, not faded, in a shadow of my former self, and just can't do anything. Well, there's a lesson, boys and girls. Never let yourself wither away like that. You might have to put in extra work, but it's better than just being broken down over the years and not being able to do anything. Well, my body just ain't like it used to. No, it's not. You just haven't kept up maintenance, just being lazy. And what happens? Your body breaks down, because what do you expect to happen? That can last a lot longer. And especially a lot longer than getting punched. So, and back to the main point. It can create some interesting situations. Cause he got like this can't just be a conflict that just sit there and exist, just like Itagaki Slum, just like Heihin Kataru, and like many other things where just like a Mai Hoshi is just like, come on. Spent hundreds of chapters invested in these characters and just sitting there wasted. But it's something that gotta be addressed. Has to be. Cause at what point do Aoki sit there and look at Kimura and his struggle? And at what point does Aoki just sit there and say, hey, look, man, it's time to give it up. You can't keep doing this. Maybe it's Aoki that comes to Kimura and not the other way around. Maybe it's Aoki saying, hey, we got to move up to 140. Why can't I just move up to 35 and you move up to 140? I can't do that because of the Shinobu. Now, if Aoki pushes the issue, it'll be more of a cause of concern than Kimura saying, hey, do this one favor for me. And you can see more Aoki actually cares. But he's not going to jeopardize his own goals just for Kimura especially if there's Kimura's not really chasing after somebody, and maybe at 140 he can finally find his eternal rival, and not just, well, you know, he moved to my weight class and Shinobu just want to challenge Kimura as a warm-up. What if Kimura wins? What if he put all his effort in it, not a drain back, and we get to see him actually outbox, and what if he wins? What if he takes that opportunity away from Aoki? Well, he could fight Aoki afterwards. It won't mean the same thing. It just won't. It just won't at all. So, and one of the things got to be addressed. It is a very interesting subject in conversation because, like, the friction is going to happen in every friendship, every flame relationship, every once in a while. But in this case, you got to put your lives and career on the line. Which one matters more? And if somebody just don't agree with that, if someone is unwilling to sacrifice their career with yours, do you just throw the entire friendship away, or would Kimura be able to understand? Would Aoki be able to understand? Or why Kimura just won't move up? It'd be interesting. It'd be an interesting test of their friendship. They don't gotta break in their friendship. They don't gotta fight each other. It just, the conversation must be had and the discussion must be had. But hey, who knows? BNWK, like, comment, subscribe, and peace.